All right, welcome back, everybody, to another KC Sports Report live stream. And as always, we're going to have a jam-packed show for everybody tonight. Chief Urag might stop by. We got a lot of announcements in terms of the channel, and we're going to preview this game against the Chiefs and the Bucs. But first off, shout out to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. I had a lot of good food, and I hope you guys did too. The football games yesterday weren't very good. I'm not gonna lie. The Lions and the Texans game wasn't good, and the Cowboys got destroyed. So the football could have been better, but it was a good day with the family and ate some good food. So with that being said, let's kind of talk about the game. There's a lot of things that I have to say in terms of last week's game. I was really disappointed with how the defense played. I kind of let my frustrations out in a video, but I wasn't really happy with how it came out. So I decided to hold that thought and talk about it in this stream. Here's some of the notes that I wrote down about the defense. There was no pass rush. I don't know where Frank Clark was. I don't know where Chris Jones was. The lack of pass rush was very disappointing. Josh Jacobs didn't do too much, but Derek Carr carried the majority of the load on Sunday. I think that the defense at times was kind of sloppy, and I almost don't want to criticize them because, I've never really had to do this before, but it almost looked like they didn't care. There were a few times where Tyrann Mathieu would just miss tackles, and that's not what we're used to seeing. He would just straight up not even try to tackle Darren Waller. I don't know if he just didn't feel good. I don't know if he just wasn't able to tackle him. I really don't know why, but he was having trouble all night, which is not good to see. The defense was sloppy. I really, and this is what made me the maddest, is on third down when we all out blitzed, Derek Carr would just dump it over the top to their tight end and Darren Waller, and it would kill us every time. On third down, over and over and over again, they would just they'd bring like everything at him, and he just floated over the top to his tight end, and that killed us. We cannot win games without putting on any pressure. Derek Carr didn't get sacked all night, and that's concerning because we sent literally everything we had. So, that's kind of disappointing, but the Bucs don't have a very good offensive line. We're going to have a chance to bounce back. The question in my mind is, can the Chiefs bounce back? I expect them to, going up against a Bucs team. Like I said, they don't have a great offensive line, but they got a lot of weapons. They got Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, an old friend in LaShawn McCoy, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette. Dare I say they almost have as many weapons as we do. So we got to make sure that our defense is ready to tackle this challenge because it's going to be a challenge. It's an uphill fight. You're on the road in a tough place. I don't care if fans are there or not. It's going to be a tough game. So I really think that they need to clean up the penalties. That was another thing that really frustrated me. Breeland got a ton of holding penalties. I don't know what his problem was, but the penalties have got to get under control. I really want to see us get to Brady. And if you can get to Brady, he's not going to be successful. That's just kind of the name of the game. If you can get to him and make him uncomfortable, put that pressure on him, he's not going to be the same quarterback. He's just not. In fact, when you look at the teams that have beat him this year, the Bears, the Rams, I can't remember who else beat him. But the point is, they all can get after the quarterback. If Frank Clark and Chris Jones and Tano Passanio can get to the quarterback, we should not have any problems. We shouldn't. But if you give Brady time and you let him sit back in the pocket, that's where we could get burnt. But right now, Bruce Arians is kind of trying to get Brady to throw the ball down deep. And we saw what happened on Monday night. Brady had the ball in his hands, took a shot down deep, got intercepted, and the game was over. So he's going to make mistakes throwing the ball down the field. I just want to make sure that our guys are in position to capitalize and intercept those passes, which at the end of the day, it's really all that we can ask for. I know there's some people backstage. I want to kind of get my thoughts out on this. This is going to be a long stream. Trust me, we're going to have Chief Urag come in here, hopefully. And I'll kind of let you guys in then, but let me kind of get to my thoughts on the game and upcoming. Trust me, there'll be plenty of time for people to join the stream. But let me just kind of go over my thoughts first. Patrick Mahomes is on a mission. The man is literally an MVP. In my opinion, he's the best quarterback in the game, coming up against a defense that it's been struggling recently. It really has. And I think that he should have another good game. He really should. I mean, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, they do not have the firepower on defense to keep up with our offensive weapons. They just don't. This could be a possible Super Bowl 55 matchup. I'm not really sure if the Bucs are capable of getting there. I mean, they're an okay team, but can they beat the Saints? Can they beat the Seahawks? I mean, there are a lot of things that they're going to have to overcome. So I'm going to be interested to see how that plays out, but we're taking it week by week. We're just going to take it week by week, see what happens, and that's how you get better as a team. If we start focusing on getting to the playoffs now, or playing in the divisional round now, it's going to come back to bite us. We got to take this game like it's our last, because honestly, this is going to be a tough game. I mean, before the season started and I was sitting up here talking about the tough matchups that we had on our schedule, this was one that I was talking about. It was like the Ravens week 3, the Bucs in week 12, and then the Saints later this year. So you're going to have a few tough matchups, and this is just one of them. But I fully expect the Chiefs to come out of Tampa Bay with a win, because at the end of the day, the Bucs are struggling and the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL. It's just that plain and simple. Until somebody out there can prove to me that the Chiefs aren't the best team and they do that by winning in the playoffs, I can't say anybody else. The Chiefs have a 9-1 record. And the only team that's undefeated is the Steelers, and their strength of schedule is not even that good. I mean, it's very easy. So I really believe the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL. Until somebody can prove otherwise, I think the Chiefs will remain the best. But, taking a look at the game, there's a few tips. The Chiefs, like I said, they got to get after Tom Brady. Make Tom Brady uncomfortable. Make him run for his life. Tom Brady's not mobile. You hit him a couple times, he's going to be scared. And that's what's going to cause the desperation heaves, the interceptions, the turnovers. Make Brady's life a living hell, and that's how you win. Make him as uncomfortable as possible. And if you can do that, you're basically ensured to win, because that offensive line, besides, I think, their right guard in Tristan Wirf, or I could have said that wrong. I'm not 100% sure. They've only got like one good offensive lineman at the moment. So you can get to them. And if Frank Clark and Chris Jones got to get a game to come back to their old form, this is the game that I expect them to do it in. I mean, you're going up against an offensive line that's beaten up. They just lost their center to like a gruesome injury. Just a gruesome injury. So he might never even play football again. So I hope he gets better. But that offensive line is hurting right now. And that's just a fact. So hit Tom Brady, hit him hard, make him uncomfortable. And on offense, just be the Chiefs' offense. The Buccaneers, to their credit, they are good at stopping the run. They are very good at stopping the run. So I wouldn't try to run the ball too much. Just let Patrick Mahomes be Patrick Mahomes. At the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes is good enough. Let the man go to work. Let him do what he does. At the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes is good enough to beat teams like this by himself. But the big storyline in this game is obviously Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady. Tom Brady's got 2 wins against Mahomes, and Mahomes only has 1. But after this game, I fully expect Patrick Mahomes to get his 2nd win. I really do. But this is going to be a fun game, Chiefs Kingdom. It really is. I mean, when you look at it, this game it has all the potential of being a high-scoring game. Our defense is struggling. Their defense is struggling. When you put them both together, I see a lot of offense. Whether we get it, we'll have to find out. But I fully expect this Chiefs team to come out ready and prepared to play this game. I'll try to answer some of your questions now. I kind of went on a little bit of a rant there, but Let me try to answer some of these. All right. Thanks to everybody who came out. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll get more people in here as the time goes on. I do ask that you hit the like button and subscribe for more Chiefs content. We're very close to 3.9K, making our way to 4K. It's just a steady climb, and we're going to get there. So hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the channel and you like what I'm doing here. The goal is ultimately 5K, well, 10K ultimately, but we're going to keep trugging along, and we're going to get to that goal. I do want to kind of announce something right now, and I don't have a ton of information on it, but I am working on merchandise, and it is very cool. That's the thing. I've been trying to work on merch for like 9 or 10 months now, and it wasn't very good, but I finally was able to find somebody that is good at doing it. Maybe if you guys really start spamming the comments, I might show you guys a preview of it, because this stuff is cool. I mean, we're working on multiple designs, but the guy that I'm working with is just a genius, and he's just kind of taking what I have to say, and putting it down on in the graphics. So that's going to be really cool. It's going to be cheap and affordable because I want you guys to wear it, but I also want you guys to wear the best, and that's what we're trying to do here. So the merch is going to be cool. Like I said, we're going to have so much stuff. I mean, the playoffs are coming up soon. We're week 12, so we got like 4 or 5 more weeks, and then we're off to postseason football. I mean, this is what we've all been waiting for. Postseason football, to see this Chiefs team try to run it back, and we're gonna have a good shot. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, we're gonna have an eventful next couple months for the channel, and I hope everybody sticks by because it's gonna be fun. But with that being said, time's yours, and I'll try to answer some questions. Yeah, I was gonna record something earlier this week, but I was just like, you know what? Let me just kind of hop on the stream on Friday, kind of give my thoughts then. And you guys are probably burned out. I need a little bit of a break too, so I was able to enjoy this this Thanksgiving week. When do you think DeAndre Baker will join the roster? Currently, he's what is he? He's on the practice squad, and he hasn't been here for very long. I don't know. I would expect him to be on the practice squad until he can prove himself. At this point, he's an unknown. We don't know what he's capable of doing. We don't know. I mean, we really don't know anything. I mean, right now, he could be a bum. We really do not know. But I hope that I hope he can get here soon. But right now we're kind of good in the depth in the secondary, so I'm not really too worried about it. But yeah, I mean, who knows if he can join sooner rather than later? That'd be nice. But I mean, like I said, we don't really need him. He's a nice luxury to have, and he's talented. But at the end of the day, we really don't need him. So who cares? Yeah, Tony, the merch is going to be cool. Trust me. We're working on a lot of different designs. Like I said, if enough of you commented, I'll try to pull it up here. Kind of give you a sneak preview. Yeah, it's cool stuff. It's legitimately cool stuff. Not KC related, but what is your favorite music type? I'm a Kanye West fan. I like a lot of different music. I'll listen to stuff, hell, from the 50s, 60s, 70s. I've heard 80s stuff. I mean, I like a lot of different stuff, but right now it's a lot of Kanye West. I'm not going to lie. Darcy, except Hill and Kelsey, why isn't any other receiver stepping up? Well, really, I think that when you look at it, Sammy's been hurt. Meek Cole didn't really get a lot of playing time last week, and they did target Demarcus Robinson. Was I disappointed? Yes, I'm very disappointed that they went to Demarcus Robinson so much. But, at the end of the day, the big reason why other receivers just aren't getting the amount of touches is because they're not really, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is comfortable with the guys that he's got. And when you got guys like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill that can still can still get by the man coverage and the zone coverage that opposing teams throw at him, I mean, it's literally impossible to not throw it to him. They're wide open. So, yes, I'm I'm not too upset with Kelsey and Hill getting the amount of targets that they are. Is Damian Williams better than Le'Veon Bell? Whew, that's a tough one. Le'Veon Bell isn't really getting enough time yet. He's not really getting a lot of carries either. So I'm not really disappointed in Le'Veon Bell. Like I said, at the end of the day, Le'Veon Bell is just a sweet addition that can only help the team. It's not going to hurt us. But he wasn't brought in to be the bell cow back. He just wasn't. That's not what he was made for, at least in this system. So, I mean, if you're going overall, I mean, Le'Veon Bell has more talent than Damian Williams ever had. But at the same time, I mean, Damian Williams always turns it on in the playoffs. And unless Le'Veon can do the same, I mean, I think Damian's had a better stretch here in Kansas City than Le'Veon has. But Le'Veon has not been here that long. So give it some time. Let Le'Veon get some more carries, and we might have a different conversation in a few months. What's up, Aaron? I did make you the moderator. There's not really many rules that I have. I'm okay with people coming in here and talking some trash. The one thing that I do request is don't spam. Like, I can see your stuff. Don't spam, and that's pretty much it. And Aaron, if you can help me if people start donating and I don't see it, or there's a question that you like that I just didn't see, I mean, just let me know. Let's see. I'm glad Sammy and Okafor is back, but I hope they make a big impact. I think they're going to try to ease Sammy back. Sammy right now is coming off that injury. We're still kind of waiting to see what his health level is. Don't expect him to make a major impact in this game, but he's going to play. Okafor didn't do anything last week, and I think that this is his last year in Kansas City. So, we'll have to wait and see. But I wouldn't expect a major impact from either player. I don't think our defense is that bad. We've just been playing really good offenses at the end of the day. When you play the Chiefs, you have to play your best ball offensively, and if you don't, you get killed easy. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the Raiders, for whatever reason, and I hate to say this, they play us well. I mean, it's a divisional game. They're going to play us well. And the Chargers do the same thing. But the Raiders are scary because they're actually a good team. The Raiders are going to make the playoffs most likely. I would love it if they didn't, but I mean, with Lamar Jackson getting COVID, I think that they might get in. I really do. So we'll have to wait and see. But the Chiefs are going to get better. I keep saying that, but the Chiefs are going to get better. Do you think that the Chiefs will use the run game a lot this week? I don't think they will, because the Bucks can stop the run. That's something that they do very well defensively. So I wouldn't expect Clyde to get a ton of carries, or even Bell. And I think that they're going to take away Le'Veon Bell in the flat. So I would expect a lot of RPOs. Maybe they try some trick plays. Honestly, I want to see Le'Veon get more tosses, because we saw it in that Raiders game. If he gets the edge, he's gone. I mean, we saw that burst that he has if he can get around to the edge. And right now, this offensive line is, I mean, they're iffy on run protection. So I say give Le'Veon some more quick tosses or some pitches and let him go to work. Darcy, is Schwartz playing this Sunday? I think it's hard to tell. I don't think he is personally. He's still dealing with that bad back. I haven't read a ton up on him, but obviously they're not really confident with where his state is. And I think that they're just kind of like, okay, heal up, get ready for the playoffs. And we got a healthy Mitchell Schwartz come playoff time if everything goes correctly. Yeah, Mitchell Schwartz is on IR. Let's see. Oh, you guys are commenting like crazy. I'll try to catch up. Will there be a chance if we play the Steelers in the playoffs? Honestly, the Steelers could lose the first round. I don't want to get like super in depth on that right now because honestly, we don't know. But I mean, I'll go as far to say that the Steelers are the worst undefeated team that we've seen in a while. I mean, when you look at their strength of schedule, it's easy. So they're not really much of a threat to me at the moment. Um, but we'll see. I mean, I think it comes down to them making it and not us. They've got more pressure, but unless we get some Miami miracles or something along those lines, I mean, we need the Steelers to lose. And honestly, I think if the Chiefs want to get the 1 seed, they got to win out. And I don't know if they can do that. I said that they could win out, but I don't know if they can. I don't know. Because they have some tough games coming up. So at the end of the day, maybe they can win out, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Seriously, why even would they release Stills? Who should get him though? Um, I think they released Stills because they came to a mutual agreement that Stills didn't want to be there anymore. He wants to win, and the Texans didn't want to pay him. So they cut him. I don't think that he would really fit in the Chiefs offense. We got too many other guys. I mean, sure, Stills is an upgrade on Demarcus Robinson, but at the end of the day, is it worth it to bring in another receiver when you could use offensive linemen or other defensive pieces? The offense is fine. The offense is going to be fine. There's no point in going out and getting more offensive pieces. It just does not make sense. So I personally wouldn't do that, but I think the Packers are interested in him. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out, but don't expect him to come to Kansas City. Let's see. Let's catch up. Willie Gay progression. What do you think? The more playing time he gets, the better he looks. I think that there sometimes is a lack of veteran leadership, not leadership, veteran mindset, but he's a rookie. I mean, so you're going to expect those rookie mistakes, but I think he looks good. He's got that sideline to sideline speed. I mean, he makes big plays. I think that he should start over Ben Neiman, but we're kind of starting to see Willie Gay getting more playing time, and that's going to help us a lot because Willie Gay is very good in coverage. You can plug him in a lot of places. They might have Willie Gay go up against Gronk this week. So it's going to be a fun matchup to watch. And I think that Willie Gay is going to get more playing time. Darcy, are you going to do a draft show next year? Yeah, I tried that last year and it just it didn't really work. But I'll try that again this year. And in a few years I might live stream it live from downtown. We'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, we might try that next year. Hopefully the Chiefs are picking 32nd, if you know what I mean. Any word on who the 17th game next year will be against, or for that matter, if any international games will be required? Cole, I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about 17. I mean, I know they're trying to do 17 games next year. I don't know who it would be, but I do know that we have a shot at playing on Thanksgiving next year. I believe we play the NFC East, so it would only make sense for the NFL to put us on Thanksgiving, right? Patrick Mahomes against the Dallas Cowboys, or Patrick Mahomes against yeah, I could see Patrick Mahomes up against the Cowboys. We'll have to wait and see, but I think that would make the most sense for the NFL. Let's see. I wasn't happy they canceled preseason. I enjoy preseason. I mean, I don't really care too much for the preseason because you don't really get to see a lot of the guys play. But it's cool. It's cool. When we were 9-1 in 2018 and lost and went to 9-2, was that against the Rams? Wait, let's see. In 2018, I know we lost 4 games. I know the Seahawks. No, we lost to the Patriots. I think the next game was the Rams. Shoot. Patriots, Rams. I know Seahawks were on there. I'm not sure who the 4th team was. The Chargers on. I think it was Thursday Night Football. Shout out to LA if you're watching this, but I was not too happy. I was not too happy. Let's see. Neiman tackles about as well as my sister. Yes, sir, Steven. That man constantly misses tackles. Just constantly. I mean, it's bad. Willie Gay brings a presence to this linebacking core that I feel like they've been lacking recently. He can get after the quarterback. He's very good in coverage, and I expect him to get a lot more playing time. I really do. Let's see. You guys are commenting so much, I can't even keep up. The ratio of likes to people watching is amazing. Yeah, I appreciate everybody for liking this video. I appreciate that. But yeah, I appreciate that. 26 likes. You gotta love to see it. Let's see. Why is Ricky Seals-Jones always inactive? I just don't think that they like him. I think that they like Nick Keiser more. Nick Keiser, he did fumble against the Broncos, but he's a good blocking tight end. He's not like Blake Bell was last year, but he's solid. I don't think that they're really happy with what they've seen with Seals-Jones so far. So, even to my knowledge, I think that he's only really played like twice. And when he does get on the field, it's like 1 snap. So he really isn't playing a lot, but at the end of the day, he's a backup's backup, which we don't really need him. We really don't. Yeah, the Rams are good this year. I just saw somebody's comment. The Rams are surprisingly good. Let's see. Should we blitz Brady to get pressure because Brady is such a poor performer against pressure? Yeah, that's one of my keys to the game. Get after Tom Brady. Make him as uncomfortable as possible. Make sure that he is just not comfortable at all. And that's how you win. That's how you win. The Cardinals are a good team. They are a very good team. I don't know if they're quite there yet, but they do got a lot of talent. I mean, Kyler Murray, his name, DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know why that name was not coming to my head, but he's the number 1 wide receiver. Larry Fitzgerald, obviously, Kenyon Drake. There's some defensive pieces away. They got like Pat Pete and that linebacker. But besides that, I mean, they're a good team. I don't think that they're a Super Bowl team yet, but in a few years with that offense, they're going to be contenders, at least in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, just blitz Brady. I don't want to. I don't want to have us blitz on every play. And Brady just dump it over the top because, I mean, heck, that's what Derek Carr was doing. But Derek Carr was a lot more mobile than I remember. I don't remember him really ever being that mobile, but man, dude, he would find a way to get out of the pocket. And right before Frank Clark got to him, he would just dump it over the top, and it killed me every single time. Yeah, that's frustrating. So hopefully they don't do that. But I expect a lot of blitz packages, that's for sure. What if Dana has a big game? He could. We haven't, Mike Dana is not a premier pass rusher. He's solid. For a 5th-round pick, you can't really ask for more, but I mean, oh man, he's not a premier not a premier linebacker. He's not a premier defensive end. He's just not. I mean, I think he's backup material. He's depth, but when you got guys like Taco Charlton and Alex Okafor injured, I know Okafor is coming back this week, but it's really tough to force pressure and expect your young 5th-round draft pick to do all the damage. And that's just not good for a young guy. It's just not. Let's see. I wouldn't want to play the Raiders in the playoffs. Not that we can't beat them, but I would much rather play someone like the Dolphins or Titans. Honestly, I've got the same mindset. I'm not scared of the Raiders, but I respect them. And that's saying something because I hate the Raiders. I mean, I've got a deep level of hatred for that team, but I got to be honest with you guys. I got to be honest, and they're a good team. They're the kind of team that gets in the postseason and can cause havoc. Because I think that John Gruden plays with that underdog mentality, and he just is. As much as I hate John Gruden, I think that he's very good at rallying his troops. And the rebuild is over. The Las Vegas Raiders are ready. The Las Vegas Raiders are here to stay. So that's going to be a fun rivalry to watch in the future. It's definitely been a one-sided rivalry in the past, 15 years. But the Raiders are back. I hate to say that. The Raiders are back, though. So I wouldn't want to play them, but if we did, I would just love to kick their ass in the playoffs. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Let me know if you guys want to see the merch. I mean, kind of a preview. I don't really have a lot finalized yet, but I think this is just so cool. I'm dying to show somebody. So let me know in the chat if you guys want me to share my screen so you guys can see it. And let me know if you guys enjoy it if I do show it. But back to the questions. Do you think that we can petition the league to push back that Steelers-Ravens game because we need the Steelers to lose that to get home field? The Steelers-Ravens game, I believe, is going to get pushed back. Oh, man. I really wanted to watch that last night because that I knew going into Thanksgiving that was going to be the best game. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that, but they might petition, not petition. They might just postpone it because, dude, you can't play a game without your starting quarterback. And Lamar's a face of this league, whether people want to admit it or not. Lamar Jackson is a face of the NFL. So I know that if I was in their shoes and if I was in that position, I would want the game to get postponed. But this game is going to have playoff implications on the line. So I've actually seen some stuff that the NFL is just thinking about, like canceling it in general, or maybe just moving it later on in the year. But that's a big game because the Ravens are fighting for their season. The Ravens are fighting for their season, and the Steelers are unbeaten. So that's a big time game. And if you cancel that, I mean, the Steelers don't have very many tough games left. They just don't. So this would be one of the opportunities to finally beat the Steelers. And it would give the Chiefs a chance. I think I saw something that if the Steelers did lose, the Chiefs would hold the number 1 seed. I'm not sure if that's 100% legit, but that's what I've seen. So we could use the Steelers' loss. That's for sure. Let's see. Hold on. Oop, I just scrolled way down. I don't want to miss anybody. I think our defense is going to surprise everyone on Sunday. The defense that showed up in Las Vegas will not be in Tampa Sunday. I really hope you're right, Steven. I think that you've got the right idea. I think that Tyrann Mathieu was pissed. I mean, dude, Tyrann Mathieu got mad in that Texans game when we won by like 20 points and they only gave up 17. So this team is obviously hungry and they truly believe that they can get better. And that's the mindset that you got to have. So like you said, I don't expect to see the same defense this week. Any speculation on DeAndre Baker? Will he start by the end of the season? That's a good question, Sean. Good to see you. I've never seen you around here before, so props for showing up. But I'm not sure. DeAndre Baker right now, he's not in football shape. That's pretty obvious. He's just not in football shape. So he could use some time to get ready. I don't know. I really don't know if he's going to play this year. He could. I think that he has a pretty team-friendly deal, though, so I think he will be back next year. But I expect him to play at some point. I definitely would not say start. We don't know what we're getting yet. I want to see what he can do first. So I wouldn't expect him to start, but he very well could get some playing time in the next few weeks. All right, finally, I'm getting some getting some pushback on the merch, so I want to go ahead and share my screen. I want to say first off, and I said this earlier in the stream, I have been working on trying to find a graphic designer for, I don't know, 8 or 9 months. I've been trying to do this forever, and it just has not been working. But finally, I'm working with a guy. He's really doing a very good job, and I'm really pleased with the work that he's putting out. So let me try to share my screen. Hold on. I think you guys are going to be happy with this. I really do. Because this is this is some cool stuff. Let me try to share my screen. All right, I think you guys can see this now. Look at this. This is the KC Sports Report Showtime Christmas sweater. We're working on the designs on this one. This one's basically complete. We got it in green. I think if I can scroll up, we also got it in red. We got the red and green. Ooh, red and green little combination there. It's obviously got Mahomes on it. 'Tis the season, Showtime. We got the Chiefs logo, some snowflakes, some Christmas trees. We are definitely going all out. And this is going to be, I don't know when I'm going to publish it, but I'm trying to make designs that people will enjoy and people will actually wear. And I definitely think that this is a stylish thing that you can wear around. It's not tacky like I've seen a lot of merch is. I want something that not only shows that you're representing KC Sports Report, but it's stylish, and you can also represent the Chiefs Kingdom, because at the end of the day, you guys, just as I am, we're all just repping the kingdom. So if you guys can rep me and the kingdom on the same shirt, that's a win-win. So again, we got the 'Tis the Season Showtime sweater. If you guys look really in deep, hold on, let me try to zone in. This is literally textured like it is knitted. I mean, my graphic designer is just fantastic. So shout out to him, but we're going to be working on a lot more merch designs. Like I said, this one comes probably in green and red. Oh, that red looks so good. So that's kind of where we're at with merch at the moment. Like I said, we're going to keep making these designs and coming up with new stuff, but I'm very happy with where we are right now. So let me try to see some of the pushback on that. Yeah. Yeah, guys, this stuff's gonna be cool. Trust me. All right, let's get back to these questions. Why so many Chiefs fans that don't like Alex Smith, but look what the Alex did for the Chiefs franchise? Gary, I don't know. I love Alex Smith. I'll be the first one to admit this. Alex Smith was a guy that was never going to win us the Super Bowl, but at the end of the day, I credit him with so much of Patrick Mahomes' development. And at the end of the day, he was a great guy. I mean, he was a great guy that really kind of changed the culture. Because if you guys remember, I mean, the Matt Castle era was not fun. It just wasn't fun. And Alex Smith kind of came in with Andy Reid, and we started to win again. And I think that Alex Smith is just as much to give credit to as Andy Reid, because at the end of the day, Alex Smith was able to bring back winning football to Kansas City. Let's see. Yeah, I love Alex Smith. I got so much respect for him. So much respect. Have you seen Skip and Shannon talking about the game? They are so funny to watch. Yeah, I watched Skip and Shannon. Skip, I think, is one of the dumbest people in sports, but I guess it drives ratings, so that makes sense. But yeah, they're fun to watch. Right? I mean, look at this. Tyron on Sunday night, just for whatever reason, he actually made me mad. He made me criticize him. And I've never criticized the Honey Badger. I've always thought that he's done his job exceptionally well. But on Sunday night, I mean, he just was not making tackles. And that's not prototypical Tyrann Mathieu. It's not. So that's honestly more concerning than the defensive struggles. It's just he didn't look the same. He didn't. So we'll have to wait and see. I think that I saw something that he wasn't feeling well, but hopefully he's better this week because he was bad. Let's see. I know I'm backloaded with all the comments. Yeah, no spamming, guys. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing merch. I really like that stuff. Let's see. What's up, Brandon? It's good to see you. Yeah, the red's cool. You know, guys, I'm trying to come up with new designs. If you guys have like a slogan or something that you would like on a shirt, let me know. Maybe I'll use it. I know right now we got a few designs in the works. We're gonna have the merch with my logo on it. But again, if I was a Chiefs fan that did not know who I was, I would wear that other merch. But we're gonna be working on a lot of different designs. I'm gonna try to put out a lot of different options so that you guys can kind of see it. But again, I've been trying to work on merch for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 months, and I've just not been able to get around to it. So I'm really, really happy with the stuff that we're putting out now. Let's see. Yeah, Trent Green was good. I'm seeing a lot of comments. Let's see. Oh, Matthew was sick. Yeah, I did see something along those lines. That would explain why he wasn't tackling. But he's got to get better. Hopefully he's healthy and ready to go. Because we need Tyrann Mathieu on this team. We really do. How do you think that we can fix the run defense? It's been bad since 2017. Honestly, that's a linebacker problem. When you look at it, our front four, I don't want to say they're bad, but they're not really geared towards stopping the run. They're trying to get after the quarterback, which to me doesn't really make a ton of success, or it doesn't really make sense because they have not been successful getting to the quarterback. I think in the last 6 games, we've got like literally 6 sacks, which is not that good. So I would say that the linebackers are the big problem. And even then, I think this year, even though we're like, 30th in stopping the run, I know somebody pointed this out to me in the recap of the Raiders game. I think I said something along the lines of Josh Jacobs was running all over this defense, and he only had like 50-something yards. So I think that opposing teams know that if we commit to stopping the run, we'll be fine. But teams cannot run the ball and beat us. They just can't. So that's why I think that our run defense isn't a major problem, because if you got a guy like Derrick Henry, we saw it last year, we'll just fully commit to stopping the run, and that's the end of him. That's just the end of him. So I'm not really worried about it, but the run defense can get better, and that starts with the front four and the linebackers. Because once they get to the secondary, it's almost a lost cause. Damn, my mouth is getting dry from all the talking. I appreciate everybody for coming in here tonight. We got 76 people. We're gonna try to keep getting more 100 people streams. I think that we're capable of getting that many people in here every week. So yeah, we're gonna keep pushing. Let's see. I've thought about live streaming the game, but I'm not. One thing that I will admit, I'm not that fun to watch when we're watching a Chiefs game. I'm just kind of in the zone. I don't really even unless they're on offense, I watch every snap. Offense, defense, special teams. I watch every snap and I'm kind of quiet, so I don't really know if it'd be fun to watch. If you guys really want to see it, I might be able to try something along those lines. But I've been thinking about doing 2 streams a week because, again, you guys obviously watching the streams. It's a way of growing. I know we've gotten a ton of subscribers recently just off of the live streams. So if you guys want to see another live stream, so 2 live streams a week, let me know. But I'm going to have to figure out a time to do that. So we'll have to find out. But I wouldn't expect to do a live stream during the game. Let's see. Do you think we need more help on the defensive line? I think our pass rush needs some work. I don't know why Frank Clark is just not very good. He just can't get pressure. So we're gonna have to see what he brings this week. But depending on how our pass rush is, we might have to pick up somebody. We really might, because so far we're really not getting the job done. Darcy, if Mahomes gets 2 MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, does that make him an automatic Hall of Famer? Sorry about that. Gary, that's a good question. I get I get a lot of shit from my friends because I talk about this all the time. I think Mahomes is the greatest player to ever play. I think this guy is legitimately the best quarterback we've ever seen. I think that if you win 2 MVPs and 2 Super Bowls, you're an automatic favorite. Can anybody in the chat tell me somebody that has done what Patrick Mahomes has done? Let's just say that he does win another MVP and another Super Bowl MVP in 2 years. I mean, can you name somebody that has that amount of accolades and not made it in? I don't think you can. I legitimately do not think you can. So yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer personally if he does that, but I don't know if that's how the NFL works, and I'm obviously a little bit biased, but we'll wait and see. I did find a statistic earlier today, and let me try to pull that up on my phone. I'm not going to be able to share my screen, but let me try to find it. It's between Tom Brady and let's see, Mahomes. Let's compare both Brady and Mahomes through their first 40. Wait, let's see. What is this doing? Through their first 41 starts. Brady's 29-12. Mahomes is 33-8. So Mahomes has more wins and less losses. Brady had a 61.8 completion percentage. Mahomes has a 66.4 completion percentage. Brady had 9,212 yards. Mahomes has 12,447 yards. Brady only had 59 passing touchdowns. Mahomes has 103. Brady had 36 interceptions. Mahomes only had 20, and they both had 1 Super Bowl ring. So when you look at the GOAT of all GOATs, the greatest player to play in Tom Brady and Mahomes through their first 40 games, they're very similar. And Mahomes leads in literally everything. I mean, guys, when I say that Patrick Mahomes is going to be the greatest one day, I mean it. I really mean it. We got somebody special. Let's see. What is a trade you would want to see the Chiefs make that is realistic? Um, honestly, we could use another pass rusher. I would like to maybe make a trade with who would it be? Maybe the Cowboys and get that linebacker, not Van Der Esch, but the other one. I can't remember his name right now. I want to say it's Jalen Smith. I'm not 100% sure. I think we could use a linebacker or a pass rusher, but I mean, I don't really know a good pass rusher that's on the trading block. I know the Ravens got one. The Vikings traded away theirs. Um, yeah, so all the pass rushers are kind of gone. I wouldn't expect a trade right now, but maybe at the end of the year. Maybe at the end of the year. Um, well, I'm backed up. Let me try to get caught up. I'm gonna try to let you guys on around the hour mark. You guys can come on and give me your thoughts, kind of talk about the game. I want to answer as many questions as I can in that time period. So let me try to do that in the next 10 minutes, but we'll see. Let's see. How good is Taco Charlton? Does he have potential? Taco Charlton has potential. He didn't really work out in Dallas or in Miami, but he's a good player. He's not a premier pass rusher, but he's going to force some turnovers. So I would kind of keep him on, but don't expect a ton from him, but he's got good backup potential. I really believe that. Let's see. Trying to catch up with all you guys' comments. Let's see. Who is my Super Bowl pick? Before the season started, I predicted Chiefs, Seahawks. I don't know if the Seahawks defense is good enough. Man, that's tough. I don't want to pick the Saints because the Saints just love to break my heart every year. But this might be the year. This legitimately might be the year. You know what? I'm going to stay with my initial gut. Give me Chiefs, Seahawks. Because the Packers live and die by Aaron Rodgers, and the Bucs just aren't there yet. They're just not there yet. So we'll wait and see, but I'm going to stick with my gut. I really am. Will you say hi to my YouTube live stream? Yeah, what's up, Ty? I don't know if that's exactly what you wanted me to do, but yeah, what's up? Yeah, I mean, Mahomes is just the greatest talent that I've ever seen. And I've watched Aaron Rodgers, but Mahomes just does stuff that even Aaron Rodgers cannot. And that just blows my mind. Let's see. At the end of the year, would you like going after JJ Watt? Oh, JJ Watt's old. He's really old. So I don't know if that would really make a lot of sense. Yeah, JJ Watt's really old. So I don't think that would be a good trade. Let him go to the Saints or some other team, but we need to get younger, faster, and bigger players than JJ Watt. He's just kind of past his prime. Yep, we need cornerbackers and linebackers over JJ Watt. Just my personal opinion. Let's see. Darcy, do you feel that the Chiefs O-line is top 5 or top 10? Ooh, our offensive line. Oh man, I don't want to say that it's bad because it's not terrible, but I think they're pretty mediocre. If they are top 10, it's like 10. I definitely don't think they have an elite offensive line, but they're good enough. They're good enough. Yeah, we are very close to 4K, and thank you for saying that because that gives me some time to plug. Shout out to everybody who came out tonight. We got 88 people in the chat. We're gonna start adding some fans in here in a minute to kind of talk about what they think. Again, though, I want to say subscribe to the channel. We've been working really, really hard here. We're growing like crazy, and I think that let me see. Right now, we are at what is it? Almost 3,900 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel and help support the content. Let's see. What's up, Joey? Oh my gosh. What kind of question is that? The Chiefs are going to win on Sunday. Chiefs are going to win. Is it realistic in a realistic world? Who would be our starting 2 linebackers next year? Depending on the scheme, I think we need 3, but I'm leaning to. Does Hitchens have any more time on his contract? Does his contract end after this year? Somebody tell me that in the comments. I'm not sure. Realistically, Willie Gay is going to be on there. I wouldn't be surprised if they drafted another one. We could always use linebacker depth. Don't expect it to be Ben Neiman. I'd almost bet a lot. I'd bet a lot on that. If I was to guess right now, the lineup would probably be like Hitchens, Wilson, and Gay. Depending on how long we have those, I think that actually, now that I think about it, both Wilson and Hitchens contracts expire at the end of the year. So right now it's Hitchens and Gay, but we might draft another guy. Yep, my thoughts exactly. My question is, can the Seahawks defense hold up? That's the question. On tomorrow's game, hell no. This game is a game, I'm not a bettor, but I would not bet it. I would not bet it at all. It just would not make sense. So I personally wouldn't bet it, but if you're a gambling guy, the best advice I could give you was to not bet on it, but if you do, I'd bet on the Chiefs. All right, so I've been talking for almost an hour. I'm starting to go hoarse, so let me add some people to kind of give me a break from talking. We got Andy Rod, we got Cole, Mr. 9-1.
Hey.
Not too sure who Patrick Mahomes is. Maybe turn on your camera so I can know you're legit.
Yo.
What's going on, Andy Rod?
What's up, Michael? So are you ready for this game on Sunday? It's going to be an offensive showdown.
It's going to be a hell of a game.
It's going to
be. And by the way, I have a concerning question for you guys. Do you think this defense is turning into the 2018 defense? Because I feel like it is.
I wouldn't say so. Because that dude, honestly, that defense was the worst Chiefs defense I've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wouldn't personally say that. I really think they're going to get better. I mean, call me an optimistic guy, but I think they're going to get better. I don't expect us to play like we did against the Raiders.
Yeah, because the Raiders are a division rival, and you know how division rivals are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Raiders are a good team. Their offense, and man, the Bucs have a good offense, but the Rams.
Yeah, but they haven't been like putting like as a lot of points that they should be because they got like so many weapons. But then Brady just doesn't know how to put up a lot of points with that freaking receiving core that he has.
That's a fantastic comment.
Yeah, Neiman sucks.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
He's nothing more than a special teamer.
Mm-hmm.
I saw somebody. Oh, here it is. Hitchens has 1 more year left, but he'll probably be gone. Okay, good to know. I don't know. So,
wait,
Andy,
but then is he talking about Hitchens, the linebacker? Doesn't he have like 3 more years left with us?
No, he's.
I think next year is his last year.
Yeah,
I was thinking this year was.
Because I remember he signed a 5-year deal with us back in 2018 in the offseason.
He did restructure though.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? Yeah, I forgot about the restructure. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'd expect him to stay one more year. I think is it Wilson who I'm thinking of that's done this year?
It could be.
Yeah, I think Damian Wilson's gonna get traded because he signed a 2-year deal last off season,
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
and I think Tano Passanio might be done too, or maybe Alex Okafor as well. Actually,
Oh,
Alex Okafor is for sure done.
Yeah,
Both
he
of them
keeps getting
are
injured.
up
Hmm
this year as far as their contracts. I want to see Tano Passanio back.
Yeah, for sure. I actually do
I'd
like
like to see
Passanio.
Alex Okafor back, but he's too injury prone.
Yeah, Okafor, he gets hurt too much, bro. I don't like him.
I agree.
Hmm
I like him as far as his athletic ability, but he's too injury prone. He's kind of the defensive end equivalent of that quarterback we had about 13 years ago, Brody Croyle.
Brady Croy. Oh well, I don't know who he is because I wasn't watching football 13 years ago.
Yeah, we drafted him out of Alabama. Guy couldn't stay healthy. We ended up getting rid of him. Played for Arizona for a bit. Never won an NFL game, not with us or with Arizona.
hmm
Huh.
I think he started 14 games total. Never won an NFL game.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, but what do you think is going to happen in this game?
Let's see. I actually made a list as the countdown was going on. Let's see. As far as this game goes, I have it us winning 35-24. In fact, I was watching a stream the other day on Bottom Line View, and the guy actually said something kind of funny. He actually referred to Tampa Bay as, and I quote, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
That's actually funny.
Never
Yeah,
heard
it
that
is.
I have not heard that one before.
I hadn't either.
hmm
I mean, I'd heard Tampa Bay Gronkaneers, but I'd never heard Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I heard of Tampa Gay Sucker Queers.
Oh, so you've heard something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, my score prediction probably be I think Mahomes is going to put up points, but I don't know if Tom Brady's going to have a lot of success throwing the ball down the field. So give me the Chiefs to win. I want to say like 28 to like 21, but I could also see this game being in like the high 30s. But I think it's going to be like 31 to 24 or 28-21, something close like that.
hmm
Makes sense.
Well, we got a Bucks fan in the comments. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be biased because
Yeah, I saw that.
it's a Chiefs channel, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually got us winning 35-30. Really close game.
Yeah.
I could see that happening. I could see both teams scoring over 30 points.
I mean, I want to see what Tom Brady can do throwing the ball deep. That's what I wonder because he's kind of been forced to do that with Bruce Arians as his coach, and he hasn't really done a ton with that. So if I was to bet on one thing, it's that we're going to see a few interceptions in this game.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's just how many? 2, 3, 4? Who knows? I want to beat Tom Brady so bad, just because right now Mahomes is. If Mahomes won this game, they'd be 2-2, and if you can go 2-2 against the GOAT, I mean, we're probably not going to play Tom Brady. Maybe for the rest of his career because he's in what?
It's Brady, first of all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the Tampa injury report right now. Jamel Dean, Tanner Hudson, and AQ Shipley, the center, are all out.
Oh, Shipley's done for. Shipley might legitimately never play again. He like jammed his neck. It's pretty gruesome.
And all our guys were actually all cleared to play, and they were all for full participants in practice,
What up? What up?
Not
including
much.
Sammy Watkins,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of nice to see. I don't know necessarily if Watkins will play, but what the hell? I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I got a question.
What's up?
Do you think the Chiefs should sign Terrell Suggs again?
No.
Probably not. He's
No.
he's probably somewhere in the Bahamas.
Depth and for leadership, yeah.
I wonder if he want to come back.
I mean, I think Terrell Suggs did a great job when he did that short time here in Kansas City. I mean, I think when his first game against Chicago, he made a great entrance on that pressure with Chris Jones against Mitchell Trubisky and had to force him out of bounds, which almost could have been a
Speaking
sack
of
for
Trubisky,
Terrell.
he's going to be starting against the Packers.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I'm going to translate what I just said. Chicago Bears lose.
Mhm.
Actually,
Mhm.
so far this
Badly.
year, Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky have the same record.
Which
Oh
is a
my
sad
God.
statement.
Mhm.
Bears went 5-1 to start the season, and now they're like 5-5.
Yeah. And the saddest part is Chicago's in second in the NFC North.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
I expected the Vikings to beat the Cowboys, but no, they just couldn't do that for me.
And the Cowboys are trash.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell,
And
the
Yeah.
NFC East is trash.
Well,
Shit,
yeah, true.
before the freaking Redskins, and that's what I still call them, before they pick a sufficient new name, before the Redskins beat the freaking Cowboys, the Eagles, who have a tie on their record, for God's sake, were actually leading that damn division.
I want to see Alex Smith win that now. Just give it to him.
Mhm.
I mean, for a guy coming off injury, let let the Washington football team take it. Why not? Let Alex Smith have a home playoff game. Because they would he get? Yeah, the winner of the NFC East is going to get a home
Home
playoff.
playoff game.
Yeah. I think the NFC East is just a waste of a playoff spot.
Yeah, it's a shame you're going to get a team like I don't know who. I guess
Speaking of the AFC East, what's your take on the Bills?
I think that they're overrated. They're good, but actually, this could be a hot take. I think they're better than the Steelers. I think the
They might
Steelers.
be.
I
the
think-
Steelers are the worst 10-0 team we've ever seen.
I
I
think
agree
so.
with that.
Because when you look at it, let's look at their schedule. Hold on, let me pull that up. Because it's just atrocious. Hold on.
Their hardest games they got this season are the Colts, the Ravens twice, and the Bills. And
Yeah.
they play the Steelers this week. I think they play the Colts the next week.
Let's see.
The Steelers
Yeah.
play the Ravens this week.
Yeah.
If they play, because of Lamar.
If they play, yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, I think they had the Colts or the Bills. Either one.
Let's see.
Right.
The Steelers beat the Giants, the Broncos, the Texans, the Eagles, the Browns, who somehow are 7-3, the Titans, the Ravens, the Cowboys, the Bengals, and the Jaguars. They're not getting good wins. If you want to count the Browns as a good team, you can, but I don't personally see it. Browns.
On that list you just mentioned, I think the only good team on there is the Titans.
Let's see.
Other than the Ravens,
Mhm.
Ravens might not
who
make
are
the
crap
playoffs.
right now. They've
Yeah.
got it hell.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what ends up happening. If the Steelers can, I think honestly the Steelers are going to win out. They're going to go 16-0, but depending on who they play in round one, they'll lose. I take the
Yeah.
Raiders over them. That Raiders team is scary, and I don't want to say this because if Ash Raiders watching, he's never going to let me forget it. But
Yeah.
the Raiders are good. The Raiders are very
Tell you the
good.
truth, Ash Raiders is exactly why I put the display name I did.
Yeah. Good Raiders fan though. He gave some
Yes.
props to the Chiefs, but I don't want to face that team. I'm good on the Raiders. I don't want to play them. I mean, I will. We will if we have to, but give me like I think we match up well with every team. But the Raiders are probably the best matchup that has a chance of beating us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Josh Jacobs and Henry Ruggs III are actually two of my favorite non-Kansas City Chiefs players.
Yeah, they're electric.
I watched Henry Ruggs in college, and he was outstanding wide receiver.
At Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, if Brady starts struggling, we're gonna have like 4 interceptions and we'll win by like 3 touchdowns. Because that's the thing. If we can put pressure on Brady, it's over. But the question is can we put pressure on Brady? Because I've been really mad with the lack of pass rush. I don't know where it's been, but Frank Clark has been nowhere. Chris Jones can't do anything. I mean, I don't want to knock on them because I think that they're going to get better, but we got to start seeing it soon because they're not good yet.
And where's Mike Pennell been, really? He hadn't been doing anything.
They need to start doing some safety rushes and bringing Tyrann Mathieu on blitzes.
We've seen Ward get to the quarterback a lot this year, but honestly, I want to see some linebacker blitzes. Let Willie Gay just hit somebody. I mean, if you're not going to use him in coverage, at least let him get after the quarterback. Like, yeah.
And what I'd like to see is have Spags and so forth have Dan Sorensen play as a linebacker from time to time because he's got the right body style.
Yeah. Aaron, if you want to hop in here, you can.
Hey, Mike, I want to go back to what you're talking about the Steelers record.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, with thinking about what the few teams they have left, I think they can possibly lose 2 games, and I think they're going to probably lose to the Bills and the Colts.
Okay.
Because I think the Colts defense is just too good. I mean, just walk in there, I think it'd be scary to see DeForest Buckner on the other side. I mean, the Chiefs got to see that in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know about anybody else, but I was shocked when the 49ers traded him to the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they get a first round pick though for it?
13th overall.
Yeah. I think they used Brandon Ayuk. I think that was what they used on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I think it was the first wide receiver taken off the board.
No,
First or second.
He was picked before Jefferson, I think. But
he was.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought Jefferson was going to be good coming out of college, and he's hit. It's like Claypool, Jefferson. I put CeeDee Lamb up there, and like who's the other one? Broncos guy.
Jerry
Jeudy. He's up there too. But we saw CeeDee Lamb make a big catch the other day. He's a physical specimen. That guy is going to be good.
Yeah.
That's right. Ruggs would have been the first one taken off the board at 12.
Yeah. Oh, reading the comments, dude, I don't know if the Colts offense can put up enough points because Phillip Rivers, I feel like he's just very bipolar. One week he'll be very good, but then he'll throw like 6 interceptions and like give up just a ton of yards. The next, so I don't know if the Colts are legit yet. I don't know.
I think that's probably the same thing for the Pittsburgh offense. I mean, an example is that Dallas game.
Yeah, that's true. Who was like? What was his name? Something Gilbert was the quarterback for the Cowboys.
Garrett Gilbert.
He almost won that game. I'll tell you what. If he won that game, he'd probably be the starter.
We're watching that game yesterday between the Cowboys and the football team. I kept saying, "Put in Gilbert. Put Gilbert in."
Yeah. Speaking of Indy, though, I've actually noticed that that the winner of Sunday's game is going to be leading the AFC South. I have the winner of this Sunday's game for that one winning the AFC South.
Okay. Do the Saints just, honestly, when looking at stuff to predict, I kind of see stuff going in patterns. When you look at last year, just the 49ers owned the Packers. We saw it in the regular season, then we saw it in the playoffs. I think that if the Saints and Bucks meet again, the Saints, even though they choke a lot, they just have that way of beating the Bucks. Because what are they? Tom Brady, I don't think, has he beat the Saints before? I feel like he probably has to have, but
Yeah,
he hasn't beaten them a lot.
and not recently.
So I think that stuff like that could happen. I don't know if the Packers are good enough all around. The Seahawks definitely have a bad defense. I don't know if Brandon Rodgers is still watching, but Seahawks are the best offensive team in the NFC, but can their defense step up?
I was looking at defensive rankings a couple of days ago, and looking at the rankings, they have the 32nd defense rank in the league for the Seahawks. The worst.
They're literally the Chiefs of 2018.
Yeah.
We still saw how that worked out. As much as offense is prevalent in the NFL now, defense still wins championships.
Yeah.
I hope so. I love that. I love that confidence coming from a Chargers fan. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Aaron, whatever judgment call you want to make, you're a mod now. If if you're annoyed with him, you can put him in timeout or whatever you want to do. I trust Aaron's judgment. He's gonna have to be my new mod because you guys have just been going crazy on the live stream. It's not crazy, but we're just getting what? You're getting 100+ people in here on a night, and sometimes it's tough to keep up with all the comments.
Yeah.
I just saw something in the private chat that somebody put, feel bad for Baltimore.
Yeah. Dude, Baltimore needs to get a quarterback. As bad as that sounds, Lamar Jackson's just not – they're not good enough to win a Super Bowl. Not in the AFC. The AFC is just loaded. They're just loaded. Like Steelers, even though I don't think they're that good. We got Steelers, Bills, Chiefs, Titans. I mean, we got a lot of good teams.
Well, how about this? How about this? Like this draft year, 2nd or 3rd round pick, they go out there and the Ravens go and get like a guy like Sam Ellinger from Texas or Ian Book from Notre Dame.
I've heard Ellinger before. I think he's probably going to go earlier though. I don't know. To be quite honest with you, I don't watch college football. I've never really been able to get into it. I watch college basketball, and shout out to the Jayhawks. They won today, but yeah, I'm not too big on college football. I mean, I know that there's a few big quarterback prospects this year. Obviously Trevor Lawrence, that's the big one. Justin Fields, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just about to say it's going to be interesting to see where Trevor Lawrence goes. He doesn't want to be a Jet.
Well, did you hear the Jets are like, oh, we're going to stick with Darnold? The Jets said that weeks ago. I don't know if that's true, but
by sticking with Darnold, they're basically saying that's our death sentence.
Honestly, here's my take on Sam Darnold. Darnold's a good quarterback. I think he just needs to go to the right team. The Jets are not the right team for him. I think a guy like maybe Trevor Lawrence, maybe Justin Fields will be a perfect guy for the Jets. And if they can get some receivers to roll around them, because a guy like Jamison Crowder, you can't just throw to him like every time. You got to get some more receivers out there. And I know there's going to be some decently good receivers in this draft. Maybe they can go up and get another receiver, try to get another 1st round pick, or maybe they use their 2nd round pick on a receiver.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. I agree with your take. I don't think that Darnold's that bad. He just gets a bad rap for being with the Jets.
And for that icy ghost comment.
That Patriots defense was good, but yeah. Oh, my boy Max is in the chat here. Let's see. How do you think that we as a team would have done if we still had Kareem Hunt? Also, how do you think that he would have been as a player if we had him? Oh my gosh! I posted that highlight video, like all of Mahomes' touchdowns, which is actually doing very well. But all the comments are like, "Oh, it would have been great to have Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt was amazing." Like, I think I forgot how good Kareem Hunt actually was. Like, we almost took him for granted. He would have been filthy if he stayed here. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I think if he stayed here and was here as long as like some of the other Chiefs greats were, he could have been very, very good.
I think Kareem Hunt would have been very good, yeah, here in Kansas City. I mean, a mix-up of him and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and then when we get Damian Williams back, that would be a good mix-up if we would have still had Kareem.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have drafted Clyde though. I don't think we would
True.
have.
We wouldn't have needed him.
Yeah, true.
I still think that Kareem Hunt, when he was with the Chiefs in his prime, he was the second best running back in the league. It was him and Todd Gurley back when he was good.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, they were like a 1A, 1B thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Try to catch up with some of the comments.
And the reason I'm glad we didn't go after Gurley when he was a free agent is because of his knee issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's costed the Falcons some games too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like that one touchdown against the Lions.
yeah, he fell in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to run out the clock, and he still ended up finding a way to mess it up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that the Steelers aren't going to beat us. Like, we're automatically going to win the Super Bowl. And it's like, all right, I like the way you're thinking, but let's calm down a bit. Like, I think that we're good, and I think that we can beat anybody, but I want to see our defense get better first, because ultimately, if we win it again, it's going to be because of our defense.
Yeah, the phrase "games aren't played on paper" comes to mind.
That's a good one. Or any given Sunday. I mean, anything's possible.
Honestly, if the AFC Championship were to become the Chiefs and the Steelers could win it just because of how good their defense is. I mean,
Mhm.
I know their offense isn't that good. I mean, it could win some games, but if they do beat teams like the Bills and the Colts, and then going into the playoffs, if they beat some of these very good teams, I think the reason to that is their defense.
They'd also be at home, assuming that they get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll have to see. That quote that we don't play games on paper it's a very good one, because we don't. I mean, on paper, no one can compete with us, but that's why we play the games. So
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not worried about any defense that's out there, really. The 49ers couldn't stop us last year.
That's for sure. I mean, Watt and what is it, like Bud Dupree and TJ Watt are the edge.
Yeah.
Cam Hayward as well. I mean, they can get after Mahomes, but if they all out blitz, we've seen what happens if people blitz Mahomes. He's got like one of the highest QBRs against the blitz. So I wouldn't be concerned about that.
And the funny thing is, they now have Steven Nelson, who used to be with us.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
I'm not either.
They've actually looked pretty good this year, though.
Yeah, Nelson, dude, it was all Bob Sutton in 2018. It was all Bob Sutton. He had talent.
Agreed.
He just never made adjustments. But, oh my gosh.
Very predictable.
Yeah.
But, if we would have won it in 2018, he'd probably still be here. So I'm glad we got Spags, because I think he's just all around better. So if there are victories and losing, that would be one of them. But obviously you don't like to lose.
I think he adjusts quicker, but he doesn't adjust quick enough. Spags.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's almost like he needs like a half to adjust. He won't make adjust like you said. He won't make adjustments on the fly. It's almost like once he gets him back in the locker room, he'll kind of just talk to him like, all right, here's what we're doing here. Here's what we're not doing. And I think that he needs to get better at doing that, like you said, more on the fly. But
Exactly.
he's trust me, when you go from Bob Sutton to Spags, it's a very clear difference on which one's better. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I really am. I think we should win it. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, but I think we should win this game. It's going to be a tough game, no doubt, but we should win it.
Well, if Tom Brady keeps playing how he is, like against the Saints and all those teams, it should be an easy win. If Tom Brady comes out and just starts throwing dimes to everybody and that running game is very effective, then it could be a very, very tough game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
If Brady starts playing like Brady of old, it's going to be a close one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be a little bit extra motivated, but I don't know if it's enough.
Do you guys agree with those people that say it's the Antonio Brown curse?
I forgot about that. I don't know. To be quite honest with you, dude, could you imagine if Antonio Brown was on the Raiders now?
Mm.
I would not like that.
That would be scary.
That would be very scary. I mean, they already have Ruggs, Aguilar. I would not.
Waller.
Yeah. Jacobs too. I mean,
You can't forget Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, good old
Hunter Renfrow
got his way out of there.
I mean, I would say I liked Hunter Renfrow in college because I'm a Chiefs and Clemson fan, and I watched Hunter Renfrow in college, and he was a really good wide receiver.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Whoa. What was that? Good job, Aaron. I just saw that too. I was like, what the heck? Oh, what's up, Big Duke? I have not seen you in a while.
Yeah, I noticed that. Punk
What?
spamming comments too. I'm actually watching both on my laptop and on my smart TV.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, looks like somebody's spamming in the chat.
Yeah, Aaron got it. Honestly, ever since I think I got a lot of Raiders fans at once. I'm starting to get a lot of other opposing teams fans, but usually they're fine. Like I don't like to block anybody. Like you can talk whatever you want, but if you like start spamming stuff, it's like, all right, well, that's kind of annoying.
Tell me if you agree with this. It feels like whoever we're playing that week, those fans keep coming in here and spamming the comments.
Yeah, I try to do that. I try to get opposing. I mean, we've seen a few Bucks fans in here tonight. Not a ton of them, but
I see a Jags fan.
Oh, Jaguars fan? Damn.
I'm sorry. I bet on the Jags not winning 8 or 4 games this year, so I hope that they keep losing.
Yeah.
Can you believe they beat the Colts week 1?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just interesting to me. They won their first game and then they lost ever.
Minshew magic, I guess. I don't know.
You think you guys like Jake Luton though?
Who?
Jake Luton for the Jaguars now.
Oh, isn't he their backup quarterback?
He's playing right now since Minshew's out. I think for the season.
I mean, I haven't watched a ton of tape on him. I know that they almost beat the Packers.
Yeah. And I know now, even though Luton is right now being the starter after the terrible game he had this last week, because I think he had like a less than 50 QB rating, and they're starting the third guy, Mike Glennon, which I believe he was a former Bear.
The former Bear and Buccaneer.
cat
Yeah,
wants to
there
be on the show.
What's going on?
My cat wants to be on the show.
Oh, the Jags currently have the number 2 draft pick. That
Just
makes
walked by
sense.
the camera.
I know there's a lot of mock drafts saying that the Jags pick a quarterback.
I mean, I don't think that they're confident in Minshew. Not yet. But
Maybe if they can get some receivers, maybe they could.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just like the Jets. They don't got really good receivers. I mean, the only receiver really I like on that team is but I believe he had that season.
ooh, take your mic off. It kind of got a little bit jammed.
It
Made
did.
some static. I think that's better. Thieves. Thieves, never been called that one before. More creative than Griefs, though. Oh, Thieves. Oh, that's our name. Huh. I never heard that one before. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I really am. Like I said, Chiefs are going to have a chance to go undefeated the rest of the way. I wouldn't be shocked if they lost this game. If we lose it, it's not the end of the world. If we lose this game though, I think the 1 seed's pretty much out of reach, unless the Steelers just choke. I mean, I can't really see that though.
I don't think it's out of reach because I think they could lose. The Steelers could lose the Bills and the Colts, and they could maybe lose to the Ravens.
They could,
because even though Lamar, J.K., and Mark Ingram are not playing, I know that RG3 is a really good quarterback.
Well, he was before that injury. I don't know if he still is. I mean, didn't he play? Yeah, he played an 18 against us after Lamar left. I remember that. He came in towards the end. He only threw like once though.
He did.
And he came in, I think it was last year in that where the Ravens were just blowing out the Rams, and I think he actually threw a touchdown.
Huh.
I think he did.
They would not beat the Steelers though with the backup quarterback. That's the problem. Like people are complaining that game got moved. I don't know if it's going to happen on Sunday, to be honest with you, because Lamar got COVID. So I haven't done a ton of research on that, and I don't know if they're going to play. But I mean, if they do play, it's basically an easy win for the Steelers because, I mean, how can you expect any team to win with a backup quarterback against right now? They have the best record in the AFC or the NFL. Let's see.
Tuesday night, 7:00, I think.
Okay. Herbert's the best quarterback out of the draft. He's going to be one of, if not the best quarterbacks for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be top 10 if he's not already right now by next year, easy. Oh, they're playing on Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay. That's good to know. I love having like Tuesday night games because it's like, all right, we got Monday, Tuesday, break on Wednesday, and then we got a Thursday night game as well. So that's kind of cool. It does mess up the scheduling for those teams, though. That's for sure. Let's see. Michael, I think the Bucs could beat the Chiefs because the Chiefs defense haven't been playing that good. They could. Like I said, the Bucs could beat us. I personally don't think they will, but they could. I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to, can we make Brady uncomfortable? If we can make Brady uncomfortable, we'll win. We should win at least.
Send Willie Gay up the A gap.
Yeah. As
I
long
just
as
confirmed it Tuesday at 8 Eastern.
Did they? All right, that's good to know.
Keep Neiman out of there. Keep Sorensen out of coverage except for the last plays of the game.
Sorensen's what? He's had 2 games where he's ended it with a pick this year.
I was going to say 3.
Oh, wait, okay. I remember the Bills, the last game. What was the other one?
Chargers.
Chargers.
Did he get an interception?
Ended
And then last
regulation with a
year,
pick.
both.
Ended regulation with a
Yeah, last year in Mexico. Yeah.
he ended
Last year,
regulation
he ended both Chargers
against the
games
Chargers
with
with
a
a
pick.
pick.
Wow.
But it seems
They
like
can make
3
big
this year.
plays. That's for sure. I know that Bills one was big. We needed that, but yeah.
I think that's right.
I might have to look at our schedule to
I'm
figure
back.
that
I'm
out.
experiencing.
Let's see. Yeah, Drew Lock's the worst quarterback in this division by far. He's not going to be the quarterback of the Broncos next year.
I want to see him.
I can
do
see
well,
him
though.
drafting a new one.
I could too.
I think there was one mock draft I was looking at that was showing they get Mac Jones from Alabama. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about if he's a first round pick because he's only played 1 full year now as a starter. And he played some of last year after Tua got injured. But I still don't think why he's a first round pick.
Kind of like Mitch Trubisky when he was drafted out of North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
was only a 1 year, as far as full years, he was only a 1 year starter out of North Carolina.
I want to give a shout out to the Bears though for drafting Trubisky, leaving us.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
really
the
didn't
Bears-
want Drew Lock to go to the Broncos. They can't seem to develop anybody at the quarterback position.
And the irony is, John always, was a good quarterback back in the day, even though I couldn't stand the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And yet he can't
still
develop
can't.
him.
It seems like every quarterback John Elway says is going to be the best. They end up being bad.
Only exception, Peyton douchebag, who was at the end of his career.
They
And
didn't
even-
have to develop him.
yeah, the Colts.
Yeah, he never developed him, exactly.
I mean, when you look at it though, every quarterback that they've taken has been a reach. Like Locke in the second round. I mean, he was solid at Mizzou, but he wasn't like. I mean, some people thought he was going to be really good. He just can't. What has he got? He averages like 3 or 4 interceptions a game.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Tebow in the first.
Oh, I remember that.
God, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, hot take: Tebow's better than Locke. Tebow won him a
At least
playoff.
he's been in the playoffs and won a game.
Yeah.
Paxton Lynch.
Paxton Lynch, yeah. Brock Osweiler.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett.
You know, I wonder what he's going to say about Rippon.
Simeon.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, do you guys think if Drew Lock has a bad rest of the season that they end up starting Brett Rippon?
Very likely.
I'm excited because after
I'm actually excited to see Brett Rippon
yeah,
play. I actually
after-
watched Brett
Yeah.
Rippon's uncle Mark play for the Redskins Super Bowl 26.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yes, I'm that old. 38.
I'm right there
Not
with
this-
you, though, Cole.
but a couple weeks from now we play the Broncos on Sunday Night Football
Mm-hmm.
at Arrowhead. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's another blowout.
We'll beat the Broncos pretty sizably.
Like Chiefs fan, I would actually like to see Drew Lock as one of our backups next year.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I bought the Broncos hype before the season. I know they've had injuries, but I thought they were going to be so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I thought about the Broncos. In April, I made my playoff predictions. I had honestly the Broncos as this number 6 seed.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
I was completely wrong about the Raiders.
Mhm.
I thought the Raiders would be last place.
Yep, me too.
Yeah,
Me
last I
too.
looked at the playoff picture, the Raiders were actually the 5th seed.
Right now, I think they're 7, unless something
Mhm.
changed.
7th seed, and they'll be facing Kansas City if the regular season ended today.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, and this is a good question. Do you want to play the Raiders, or do you want to play them later on?
I would not want to play the Raiders. Honestly,
It's
I would
not
want
like
the
we showed
bye.
them everything.
I honestly like the bye.
I would only
but
want to have to play them twice a year, period.
out of the playoff teams right now, I would love if this team makes the playoffs. Cleveland, I would love to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cleveland's not that good.
Mm-mm.
No. I don't know how they have so many wins.
NFC East.
Bingo.
Mhm.
What, they beat the Cowboys, the Eagles. I think they've played the Redskins or the Washington football team already. Yeah, they're just not that good.
They
They're
face
not.
the Texans.
Yeah, the Steelers and the Browns have had pretty comparable schedules. I mean, they're in the same division.
Could you say the same thing, Bill, about the Chiefs?
We've had some good. Honestly, we've had some pretty good wins. The Ravens back when they were better. Ravens, Bills, Raiders. When we win this game this week, knock on wood, I'm going to say that now. That's going to be a good win. We play the Saints later on this year. I mean, we've got, I think, the toughest remaining schedule, from what I've seen.
Mm.
But I don't know.
I think mathematically we had the toughest schedule going in.
We had one of them, I think. The Ravens had the easiest, I think, too, from what I've seen. Like, coming into the season, they had like the 26th ranked schedule.
Wow.
A Raiders fan who was like, yeah, this team's going to be bad this year. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, at that time, I think they were 2-0. And he's like, yeah, I think they're going to go like 10-6. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what, why? And he goes, I think Lamar's going to regress. And I was like, well, I agree, but he's probably going to be right. They might go 10-6 and miss out on the playoffs.
Honestly, I think Miami has a better shot than them.
Yeah, didn't Tua get benched?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Was that because he was just not playing well, or what? Why?
I think it was because he got sacked so many times.
I think so.
Yeah, well, that's
End up getting
interesting.
injured again.
I know they brought in
Stayed in
Fitzpatrick. Yeah. Flores is a very good coach. He's the best Belichick disciple.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And the one you don't hear about ever.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, this is going to be a hot take too, but Joe Judge is pretty good. I mean, people aren't really they're losing games, but they're not getting blown out like they usually did.
Mm-mm. I think he may turn this program around like he did Baylor. I mean, when he was coaching Baylor, he turned that program around. And I mean, you see what they did last year. They made the Big 12 championship, win against Oklahoma, had a chance to win, but they lost.
I think, was that Matt Rule? I think that might have been Matt Rule. I'm talking to Joe Judge. He was I think he was the Patriots special teams coach.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Right.
Never mind.
And you are talking about Matt Rule.
Okay.
Matt Rule's very good too, though. I agree with that. I mean, they got CMC, Teddy, Robbie Anderson, who's good. Don't know exactly why, but
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. They lack a defense, though. That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why they lack a defense so much?
They lost Keithley, not Keithley.
Exactly, is what I was going to say. Luke Kuechly retired.
Yeah. Yeah. He was I watched an NFL films like mic'd up, and just hearing him just command the field, it's like, wow, this guy was good. Like, he was obviously he was good in his time, but I don't think people really understood how smart he was and how instinctive he was, because he would call out their plays before they would call them out.
and how good of a leader he was.
Yeah. I remember the rumblings that we wanted him. I remember hearing like trade rumors, and then he retired. If we got Luke Kuechly in his prime, it would have been. Oh my gosh, it would have been over.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It would have been over. Well, I heard Urag was going to come in tonight. I'm not sure if he is. I talked to him. I think it was on Wednesday, but Urag will do what Urag does, so he might remain on here.
Ash Raider will do what Ash Raider does.
Oh boy, Patriots 24/7. What's up, man?
Oh, what's up, Chiefs? Oh, this is Chiefs Kingdom. Oh, well, I guess I'll be the only Patriot fan in the crowd. But what's up?
What's up?
Not much. It's good to talk to you.
How's it
We
going?
love
Welcome.
Patriots fans on here.
Just it's gonna be a tight. This is gonna be an interesting Sunday. Tom Brady, I'm so used to seeing Tom Brady on Patriot. Tom Brady and the Bucks facing off against, Kansas City Chiefs. And the last time Tom Brady met with the Kansas City Chiefs, you know how that went off. But I'm not the type of person to say that the game was rigged, even though it was kind of. But you know, but the last big game we faced off, of course we came out. Of course we came out on top. So, but how are y'all doing though? Like,
We're doing pretty well. We're like 9-1. I'd say we're the best team in the league. A lot of people would probably not agree with me, but I mean, as a,
for sure. I
As
would
a
rather
Patri-
see y'all.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I would rather see y'all come out on top than the Pittsburgh Steelers because I don't like the Steelers. Never have, never will. And, I would at least like to see y'all make it up to the Super Bowl just a couple of times,
I got some extended stats on how the Chiefs are. Right now we're the second ranked offense. The only team that's better than us at offense is the Cardinals. So I don't know if you guys agree with that or no?
No, I wouldn't agree with that, but that's a shocking stat.
This is according to ESPN.
Huh.
Because the Cardinals offense, I'm not too for sure because the Seahawks, I'm not too for sure if the Cardinals are ranked number one, though.
And then according to ESPN, the Chiefs defense is ranked 15th.
All right, middle of the pack average. It's good to see.
People that are ahead of us is just the Brown. I mean, the person that's one ahead of us is the Browns. One below us is the Patriots.
Yeah. Okay, so as a Patriots fan, what's it like seeing Brady on the Bucks? And do you think the Bucks are good enough to win a Super Bowl?
To be honest, I don't see it happening coming from my own perspective because you know what, the Bucks are just the complete opposite of what we used to do in New England. Like Tom Brady used to be, you seen Michael Darcy, you seen Tom Brady, Psycho Tom, 2016 Tom. He used to get the ball out of his hands quick, and Bruce Arians wants him to hold on to the football as long as possible and throw it downfield. And I just don't think I don't see this Bucks team going anywhere. Probably making the playoffs, probably, but going to the Super Bowl, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think that they lack. I don't want to say firepower on offense because they got pieces, but like you said, Bruce Arians is making Tom Brady throw it down the field, and that's why his interceptions are up. I think he's on pace to throw the most interceptions he's ever thrown in his career because Bruce Arians is making him do stuff that he wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, true.
So Patriots 24/7. I got a question. Do you think you guys can win this week against the Cardinals?
We could. I'm not saying we you know like we're gonna be below them out or anything, but our team we could just be as good as y'all are, but at the same time we we just have the wrong deck right now. Like Cam Newton needs some weapons. And I'm guarantee you, if we had some weapons, bro, like we wouldn't be in this spot, bro. We would have been competing for a championship just like y'all. But right now, I don't really think we could beat the Cardinals. But
You think
we could make it
COVID
close.
maybe?
We could make it close.
You guys can beat. I mean, you guys beat the Ravens, so you guys can get wins. But what happened to Cam, dude? Like, I remember watching the first few weeks, and I thought he was actually like pretty good.
You get
Cam, to
COVID.
be honest, he's still learning the system. Um, it's not really Cam's fault. Even I could tell like there's a whole lot of Patriot fans. They have a right to, but like there's a whole lot of Patriot fans who blame Cam so quick. It's not really Cam's fault. It's just that he just needs some weapons and stuff like that. Cam is doing Cam, and Cam is fine. I hope he stays with us next year.
I don't think Cam's the problem. I think you guys have nothing on offense.
Yeah.
Everybody you've drafted has been a bust. Harry, Michelle. Yeah, you guys need some offensive weapons. I remember you know who Master Work is, right, Tyson? I assume you probably found me on that. He thought that you guys were going to try to get Odell. I was like, oh, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Speaking about
That was
Tyson,
Michelle
he
inactive.
hasn't been streaming like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't. I mean, when your team is bad, it's not it's not as motivating to make content, I'll tell you that.
Not gonna lie. I know this is kind of funny for a Patriot fan to say, but I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like it when my team sucks a bit because like you get to rage at your team and stuff like that, and you get to yell. Your team just gets your funny reaction.
I mean, we went 50 years without a ring, and I don't want to go back there. I don't think we will go back there. But,
Hey, we got Mahomes at in the front seat. I don't think we're gonna go there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm curious because I mean, you said it. You're a Patriots fan. You want the Steelers to lose, but I know Tyson. This is like literally two evils. The Steelers even win it, and they would what? Would they have six or seven?
Yeah.
And then if we won it, you'd hate that as well. So I mean, as a Patriots fan, who would you rather see? I mean, I guess on behalf of your fan base, who would you rather see win a Super Bowl, us or the Steelers?
To be honest, I would say neither because like, well, I hate red, and then the whole entire Chiefs kingdom I can't really stand, especially Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend, but especially his girlfriend. But I would rather see y'all more than the Steelers because Steelers fans. They're just annoying, and there's a whole lot of Steelers fans where I live. You everywhere you turn, there's a Steeler fan. Everywhere you look, there's a Steeler fan. I'd rather see y'all come out than the Steelers. And I barely see y'all around here, anyways. But
Yeah,
Steelers fans are psychotic.
they're crazy. Yeah, that's for sure. Waving those towels. What are they? Terrible towels or something
Terrible
like that?
towels, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we play them, it's probably going to be in the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
Could very
Question
well.
for Patriots 24/7.
All right, go
I
ahead.
read something the other day about how Bruce Arians praises Tom Brady for his leadership and mentoring other players. Is that an indication to you that maybe Brady's thinking about retiring after this year?
he should. To be honest, To be honest, I think he should have retired after the Rams Super Bowl because he could have just, you know, none of this would have been even known. Even if the Patriots stink the year after, none of this, like the whole Brady and Belichick thing, nobody would have known like, who made the dynasty or whatever, you know? Like, Brady should have retired after the Rams Super Bowl. So, like, when he retires, hey, he beats Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship. Um, he won 6 Super Bowls. Brady and Belichick made a magnificent dynasty. The story would have just ended right there, but Brady should retire. He should retire, but he's trying to play until he's freaking 100. So we'll see.
I think
And he's trying to prove that he can do it without Belichick being his coach.
he's under contract next year too, from
He
what
is.
I've
He
seen.
signed a 2-year deal.
So
Yeah.
I got this question. Even though Patriots 24/7, you're probably not gonna like this.
Mhm.
You know all the speculations of Tom Brady cheated in New England and that how he was that made him so good.
Mhm.
If Tom Brady ends up having a not good season going into the playoffs, could that prove that speculation?
Good question.
Not really. Because it would just prove that him and Belichick, they just needed each other. And plus, like every team cheats, and the Deflategate, the Deflategate cheating and stuff like that. If you're trying to point towards those,
yeah.
all I
Yeah.
can say is like what Masterwork at Work says: do what you got to do to win. Most teams cheat and they lose. We cheat and we get away with it and win. So we
Ironically,
just do what we gotta do.
the cheatingest team of all time, I think Tyson showed me this. It's actually the Broncos. The Broncos have had the most cheating scandals out of any team in the NFL. They lead the league.
Wow.
Yeah.
In fact, let me try to find that. I'll try to pull it up. It's the website's called like Your Team or something like that.
I would have thought it would have been the Patriots because of all the Deflategate, the Spy Gates.
You're actually, I think the Patriots are like 15, 16.
Because didn't the Patriots have like a spy gate last year when they were spying the Bengals?
They did.
They did, but at the same time, we weren't really spying on the Bengals. That's the
That was
one where
in a game
they
between the
were
Browns
kinda-
and the Bengals. That was skip footage of that game.
the Browns told us. The Browns kind of told us, hey, it's okay to do that, and then I guess the NFL said, hey, that's kind of spying, something like that, and then we were punished for it.
Wow. The Broncos have cheated 53 times, which leads the league.
Holy cow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Dang.
And I can think of one time, which may or may not be on the list.
Well, let me try to. Was it about? Because let's see. I'm not going to probably
Divisional
read
round 97 against us.
that one's in there.
It is?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
That one's in there. They got in trouble with the salary cap. I remember that. Spygate in 2010. Okay. Slimegate in 98. That was against us, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
They Broncos offensive linemen had foreign substance on their arms, which made it harder for defenders to grip.
Wow.
And that's exactly what it was. Divisional round 97.
And we were the victim. Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, because I remember the division round 97 was either silicone or Vaseline were put on the offense guys' uniforms, which made it too slippery for the Chiefs defenders to tackle.
Yeah. That was before my time, but I remember hearing something about that recently. Hold on, let me try to. I'm going to post the link in the chat if somebody wants to go read. I mean, I'm not going to read all of them, but Your Team Cheats is the website. And I mean, I just got a few instances there, but Gary.
I want to go to it. I have a split screen. I want to go to it.
All right.
I'm curious how many times, if any, and I'm sure
The donkeys, you.
few times,
you
how
call
many
them the
times we've gotten in
donkeys?
trouble for cheating.
17, which is one of the least. And I
Wow.
remember reading it, and it was kind of like Bull. It was like Andy Reid talked to Macklin too soon, or something like that.
Oh yes, the
Let's see.
tampering.
Okay, one of them was just PEDs, which I mean every team really does. Tampergate, which was with
Yeah.
Macklin.
Second.
But I'm thinking on the field stuff, other than PEDs, like the Broncos did against us in '97 divisional round.
A lot of this stuff says it's ongoing. I don't.
Is anything ongoing as far as we go?
Yeah, but not like it hasn't even been like brought up in a long time.
I'm gonna see something for a second. See if I could join on the computer.
This is a really cool website, though. It's called Your
Yeah, I
Team.
like it.
Looks like the Chiefs have only cheated 4 times. They had
Legit.
Tampergate in 2015 with Jeremy Macklin.
That even then, like Andy Reid just talked to him too soon.
Yeah, and it was like 2 days too soon, for God's sake.
Yeah. And I mean, was anybody really interested in Macklin at the time? I mean, I guess there was probably a few, but like,
You were. And for that matter, Andy Reid
Thought it
could have
was
been
Chase
just
that
calling
talked to
him,
him.
asking him how you doing, just as a friend, in theory.
yeah.
There was people interested in him. The Dolphins and the Eagles.
The
The
Dolphins
Eagles
and
were his
the
old
Eagles.
team.
To be honest, I don't even pay attention to the Eagles. To be honest, they should. I ain't gonna lie, they beat us in the Super Bowl, but it wasn't. Carson Wentz. The Eagles are just freaking pathetic. It's to
Carson
the
Wentz
point
wasn't even on the
where-
field that game. That was Nick Foles.
Yeah, I know.
Can I
Well-
read what they're saying about the Jeremy Macklin scandal?
Yeah, sure.
As reported by Terrence Paylor of the Kansas City Star, the Chiefs were found to have had illegally tampered during the recruitment of the wide receiver Jeremy Macklin before he officially became a free agent. The team lost a 3rd-round pick in the 2016 draft and also a 6th-round pick in the 2017 draft, as well as a fine of $200,000. Andy Reid was fined $60,000. And general manager John Dorsey was fined $25,000.
We
Yeah,
got
the
in
problem
trouble
with
for
Dorsey-
Alex Smith too, I think.
Yeah. The problem
And then
with Dorsey.
here's the irony.
Good.
Dorsey ended up losing his job because he cut Jeremy Macklin.
Dorsey just couldn't finish the deal. That was his problem.
And that's what got Brett the GM job. That's what makes me laugh.
I think we did very
I
well
was
with it.
glad.
The Raiders cheat,
Oh yeah.
especially the Raiders.
The Raiders definitely cheat. We cheat, but we don't. Looking at it, the severity of us cheating is not that bad, and we rank towards the bottom. So
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, the Jets are up there and Indy's up there.
What's so funny? If y'all don't really watch Fist Vegas, it still makes me laugh until this day. The Washington Redskins, through all those years of sucking, they paid the refs, and I'm thinking, like, did they pay the refs to lose?
they
or
were
something?
good. They used to win Super Bowls with Joe Gibbs as their coach.
Yeah,
I think did Theismann win a Super Bowl?
Rip.
he did. When Mark Rippon won the Super Bowl with the Redskins, Super Bowl 26, Joe Gibbs was the head coach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
They
I'm
won
looking
3
back
Super Bowls, I think.
I'm looking on that website still. I guess there's for the Patriots, an IR gate where they falsely reported 2 people on IR, and those were Brandon Spikes and Aqib Talib.
Oh, Akeem Talib and Brandon Spikes.
Keep Talib played at Kansas. I remember that.
The Donkeys or the
Yeah, Akeem Talib's a KU alum.
Mm-hmm.
Played in
Not
the
gonna lie,
Orange Bowl.
y'all did rig the Super Bowl though. Not gonna lie. Well, I want to say I'm not the type of person to say the Super Bowl is rigged, but y'all kind of cheated that Super Bowl against the Niners.
I don't think so.
How is
I think
that?
Can I ask why?
I was just about to say that.
Well, because it's just a couple of controversial plays, just a couple. But
I mean, there's controversial plays in every
Say
game.
that
That's
both
football.
ways, yeah.
yeah,
I'll tell you what, I saw Mahomes. I watched a couple days ago. I watched a ton of the Super Bowl stuff, and there were some plays where Mahomes just got lit up, and nothing was called at all.
Yeah.
So it went on both sides. I don't
Yeah.
honestly, dude. He just does that for clout. He's, I mean, he's trying to grow. I mean, obviously people enjoyed it because it got like over 400,000 views or something like that. So obviously people enjoyed it, but I mean, he's a troll at the end of the day.
Detroit.
I remember in that Super Bowl saying that Damian Williams deserved the MVP.
I think it was up in the air. I wouldn't have been mad if he got it, but I think because Pat started the drive. Without Pat converting that 3rd and 15 throw, it's not happening.
But then Williams got the game-winning touchdown.
Get this. I've actually got 8x10s of both the pass and the catch of that 3rd and 15 throw.
Oh, wow.
It's probably one of the biggest plays.
That was
Chiefs
actually
history.
because of Anthony
Mhm.
Sherman. Anthony Sherman told Damian Williams to follow him, and it went against the blocking scheme.
Dude, Sherman's a very good blocker.
He
Very
is.
good blocker.
Underrated as hell.
In fact, I think the 2 best fullbacks in the game were playing in that game. Juszczyk for the Niners, and then
Sherman for the Chiefs.
Juszczyk
a
is
lot of fullbacks.
the
now.
young version of Sherman.
Yeah. They utilize Juszczyk as like I almost want to say like a tight end.
They do.
We saw him catch a touchdown pass in that game too.
He did. In fact, he got the first touchdown for the 49ers, I think.
Yeah.
Matthew let up.
Oh, my God.
He didn't even try to tackle him.
Yeah.
I'm still on that cheating
Want to
website.
get hit by that dude too.
I'm still on the cheating website, and I can't believe what I just seen. The Colts had a gate called Peyton Gate.
Really?
The Colts always try to cheat us. The Colts always try to cheat us.
You cheated against the
What?
Colts. What are you talking about? That's
Yeah,
what
they
played at his football.
they try to cheat us too.
So it went both ways.
Yeah.
What year was the one you're talking about?
On Peyton Gate?
Yeah.
2011.
Okay.
11.
I'm thinking like
So this makes sense. Why they call it that?
Deflategate was against Andrew Luck's Colts, but I don't remember what year
Correct.
it was.
14.
14. Okay.
To be
So
honest, we did.
Here's why Peyton Gate happened. Manning actually received shipments of human growth hormones.
Oh. Oh.
I think that was the year that Peyton actually sat the entire year out.
Oh.
Oh, he had neck issues too.
Yes. 4 neck surgeries.
Yeah.
Dude should have retired a Colt.
Unfortunately, he didn't. Unfortunately, he didn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're kind of getting off topic, even though that was fun to talk about. So
Yeah.
talking for like 2 hours and 9 minutes. So why don't we kind of go around the stream, give predictions, thoughts on the game, and then we'll probably end up wrapping it up. So I'll go first. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. Patrick Mahomes is on a mission. In my opinion, he's the MVP. No one's better than him. Defense is going to be highly motivated. I really think that they're going to come out with a a flame, and they're gonna perform very well. And Andy Reid is gonna have the perfect game plan. So at the end of the day, give me the Chiefs to win a good game in Tampa Bay by a final score of 31-24. Cole, you want us to do the next one?
I have KC 35-24.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is rare for a Patriot fan to say this, but I want y'all to win. Brady should have never left us. He should have stayed with us, and I want him to get what he deserves.
How about you, Aaron?
I like hearing that.
Yeah, me too.
I thought you were going to take my score. I'm saying 31-27 Chiefs.
That's a good score.
Honestly, I got Kansas City. I think, depending on this game, if Brady's having a good game, this game goes to overtime, and I think that's what's going to happen. And I think the Chiefs are going to win this one 38-35.
Okay. Well, this was a very fun stream. I appreciate everybody for coming on. It's good to see Cole, Aaron. It's good to see Ty Walker and Patriots 24/7. This concludes another great Friday live stream. As always, I'm going to be here next Sunday after the game to give you my thoughts. So follow me on Instagram at KC_sports report. Again, subscribe to the channel. We're working really hard. We're trying to get to 4K. Merch is going to drop soon. I'll give you more updates on when that's going to drop. But again, I appreciate everybody for coming out, and have a great rest of your Friday night. Thanks for coming out.
All right. Peace, KKK, Chiefs Kingdom.